What's up, Grizzlies? It's Saturday. Today is God's Day, and I have a lot of reasons to be grateful. But I wanted to jump up on here, guys, because yesterday, quite a few things actually. So yesterday, my 12-year-old daughter was, talking with me about these videos that my sons had been watching. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna put the Huggy Wuggy song. We won't play that. But I didn't really realize at the time the ramifications of the things that I was saying. Okay, and so I looked at the specific YouTuber for this song who went under the display name of Rocket Music, which is ROKIT, and then music. And so I went under his video, and my daughter and I don't know, maybe glory be to God that God maybe was watching out for my sons. I don't know what the situation was, but something drastically prompted my 12-year-old daughter and I to just kind of review the footage of what this person's channel was promoting. And first off, if you don't have my backdrop, I'm Tiff. I am wonderfully 37 years old. I am a civil rights activist. I've been doing it since I was 16, and I'm now 37 and still going. Anyway, so I am also a part of the Collective Anonymous, thegreatergood.org, Vaxxed, Children's Health Defense, and more. And so part of my role as a civil rights activist is to inform others when crazy stuff happens. Excuse me, guys, my nose is running. I got allergies. And so, this greatly disturbed me, okay, because we played about the first 15 minutes of the Huggy Wuggy song. This specific video had lyrics to it, so her and I were able to visually and audibly hear the song. And so we were playing through it. Before you know it, the 15 minutes was up. And Huggy Wuggy, the song, endorses cannibalism. It endorses your children basically forfeiting their spirit and soul to this demonic entity who goes by the name of Huggy Wuggy. If you look at Huggy Wuggy, and I know all y'all, you're going to say you're batshit crazy, blah, 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 blah. I mean, let your kids be kids. I hear that quite honestly, I hear that a lot. And the thing is that a lot of you parents, almost half of you, seem to think that there is no harm in your children watching movies, listening to a specific kind of music, whatever genre that they're into. And y'all, I don't know if it's that you don't want to see, or if you're not capable of seeing, or if you're not just spiritually in tune with what's going on the other side of the realm, okay? Let me tell you something. As a paranormal investigator myself, I've been a paranormal investigator as well all of my life. Yes, I am gifted. I do not tap into that gift because I am a Christian woman. I'm a woman of faith, and I'm strongly planted with the firm foundation of my Heavenly Father. So that is why I do not tap into my gift. But yes, I have it, and I'm aware of it. But as a paranormal investigator, the spirit realm is very, very real. And whether you guys want to admit it or acknowledge it or not, it does affect the living daily. Okay? And so when I was reading these lyrics, y'all, I was like, holy mother of freaking macaroni. This guy is legit full-heartedly endorsing cannibalism. So it's like subconsciously he's trying to teach your children to be cannibals, to run to him at night in the darkness and to give him a hug. And that hug signifies your child losing their spirit and their soul to this demonic being. Now, I cannot specify which demon exclusively, because Huggy Wuggy is like a monster looking figure, but I will assume safely that it is a demonic being. And this is how that ridiculous series on YouTube started. This is how now you can go to Hot Topic, you can go to basically any store, and you can see Huggy Wuggy bears. I think now they even have a shirt of it. It's everywhere. And I think part of the reason for that is because the guy who initially started the channel, he had a merch line. And through that merch line, if you get X amount of subscribers to stay and remain on your channel, you then get contractors who contact you. You get companies who work with you to create shirts, hats, and more. And so I was reviewing the footage with her, and it endorses cannibalism. It's like endorsing your child potentially being suicidal. Now, if you don't already know, there are demons of rage. There are demons of road rage. There's demons of anger, just normal anger, like when you're upset. There's demons of anxiety, demons of depression, demons of suicide, demons of bad thoughts just in general, demons of ill intentions. There are all kinds of demons. And yes, moms and dads out there, we are not excluded from any of that. There was a case back about 2 years ago where a father here became so enraged that he picked up his shotgun. You know the guns, right? The revolvers that you go into the woods and you shoot a reindeer or a bear or whatever you may come across, a mountain lion, that type of shotgun, okay? He picked up his shotgun, and in an apartment, mind you, a one-bedroom apartment, he shot his son in the head. I believe full-heartedly that this father was being possessed by this parental, meaning father or mother, demonic entity of rage. And you see, when you have that demon inside of you, it puts a veil on your eyes so that you cannot see any wrong with your actions. And to me, that's horrifying, y'all. Because I have noticed this is exclusively for fathers and mothers, and almost all of us today are moms and dads. So parents, moms and dads, please. And it's not just me, it says it in the Bible, and it doesn't matter what version you pick up. It could be the New Testament, it could be the old one. And it will still say, my Heavenly Father is asking us to be slow to anger. And the reason that he's asking us to be slow to anger is because of that, because there is a demon that takes possession of moms and dads, and it puts a veil on their eyes so that they can see no wrong. Sadly, and in this specific case that I'm sharing with you, happened here in Las Vegas. I think it was in the Central Valley, so probably like around Valley View in Charleston, I want to say. But don't quote me. I didn't read where the address was, okay? That's just a general radius of where this apartment was located. And so the dad picked up his revolver, shot the kid in the head, and, well, kid's gone. And the dad got arrested. He's serving a life term in prison now. His wife divorced him because any woman who is psychologically healthy, who is in a marriage where a father is going to become so enraged like that with that parental demon. Let me do some research, y'all. Okay, I'm going to see what this specific, because like when it comes to the music industry, yes, Hollywood, Hollyweird, whatever you want to call it, and that other entity, we're not going to name them because I know, okay? But they put witchcraft in all of the music. They put witchcraft in every single movie. Netflix is a perfect emblem of why parents need to be very critical about what their children are watching. Because through these movies, believe it or not, demons can enter your home. They can affect your thinking. They can affect your health. They can affect your whole life, really, just quite frankly. And that's just movies. It doesn't matter what genre of music. It could be rap. It could be rock. It could be country. It could be indie. And a lot of these artists who are in that industry come into it knowing that they're selling their souls. They know what they're doing. And then they take it a step further by having these scumbags put a demon inside of them physically. And that to me is absurd. When I learned of this, it blew my freaking socks off. These people actually have a tool that is metal. It looks kind of like a rod. And they bestow a demon. I believe it's Baal. B-A-L-L. Baal. Like the word Baal. Or B-A-E-L. Baal. I'm gonna see if I can find a printout of these entities, and then I'm gonna try to somehow make a video of it, and hope that I can post it up here. But there's demons. Bahamut is the demon. Blah blah. Bahamut is the demon that is in the movies. He is the demon that is in the music. And I'm specifically talking about music of the world, y'all. It could be Christina Aguilera. I know. A lot of you wouldn't think, but it is what it is. It could be Nicki Minaj, it could be Drake, it could be Lil Wayne. It doesn't matter. Because Bahamut, he's in all of that. Baal, he is the demon that is responsible for currency, for money, and things like that. That's how these sick scumbags, because I can't say which entity specifically they belong to, but they are elite. They are up there. So Bahamut is the demon that is in the music and in the movies, and Baal is the demon who is responsible for money and currency and more. And if you really look back during that era.
Get the baby ready so we can go to church.
Okay. If you look, what the world? If you look back at it. Sorry, guys. If you look back at it, all this has one commonality. Guess we're gonna go. When you look back at it, it goes back to witchcraft. Okay? It goes back to sorcery. A lot of these entities do human sacrificing. They do that because without that, they are nothing. And they know it. The only way they get these big houses, the only way they get 5 cars at once, the only way that they thrive is through witchcraft. And foolish is the mother or father who sees no wrong with their kids listening to the music of the world. You are spiritually hurting your children. Literally. And I believe that because we are mom and dad, we bear that title, so therefore we bear that responsibility spiritually. So if we allow it, it's like we're guilty. For the simple fact that we were aware and we chose to not teach them the right way. So let me not get too off topic, but you know what, y'all? I will be screenshotting or videoing the Demon of Baal and the Demon of Bahamut, and the most ironic thing is that it goes back to pagan, Wiccan witchcraft. Absurd, right? And so, me being a civil rights activist, I have to do my duty and I have to teach you guys. Okay? And so let me not get off topic. So my daughter and I were reviewing that footage, and like I had previously stated, this guy is endorsing suicide. He was endorsing cannibalism. And whether we want to acknowledge it or not, there are hidden messages in this music that affect our brain scientifically, and they send subliminal messages. And if this guy is sending out the message to be cannibals, what do y'all think is going to happen? He's going to have an entire generation of children who possibly could turn out that way. And that, to me, y'all, is horrifying. It is horrifying.
Yes, it's all very important.
Come and cuddle me at night. Do you guys, do y'all on a spiritual level, do y'all understand what the night signifies? That is where these demons come out and wreak mayhem on humanity, because there's demons of anxiety, depression, suicide, foul thoughts. There's demons of rage. And that's not good. That is not good. And I'm certain that some of y'all didn't even know that. And this is just that Huggy Wuggy, the guy who produced that video. I am disgusted at the fact that this dummy has a merch line, that he has monster, like, you know, dolls, the stuffed animals. But that could act also as a source of voodoo dolls. This guy is into voodoo. And that's another thing that petrifies me, because voodoo is very real. It is another source of witchcraft. And the one thing that all this has in common, it's witchcraft. It's spells that they're putting on you guys in the movies, in the music, so that they can have MK Ultra mind control over you and your children, and you guys are spiritually hurting yourselves as moms and dads, as children, because usually one rebels against the other, and that is the wrong way to go about it. There are a lot of us out there who have vile, very real messages, and this being one of them. And so then when I went to this other guy's platform, the guy that goes by the name of Rocket Music, holy mother of mess. This guy was a disaster. I was going video by video by video, looking at his content on his channel specifically. It made me so mad that I had to bail. I had to stop doing what I was doing. And I told my daughter, I'm like, oh my God, we have to do something before another kid gets hurt by listening to this garbage. Okay? And so I was going through his content. This guy was endorsing depression. He was making a song acting like it's cool to hide in your room and be in the darkness, trying to make it seem like it's an it thing, meaning that it's popular. And sadly, with depression, that is no joke. How dare he joke about that? There are so many Americans out there, yes, including children, that struggle with depression, and this piece of crap has the audacity to try to take advantage of that. He was endorsing suicide. Go in your room and hang yourself. What in the world? And rebelling against those of authority. It doesn't have to be your mom or dad. It can simply be a freaking cop or a freaking firefighter. But to rebel against them, to go hurt yourself. This guy was literally promoting self-inflicted injuries, and I nearly wanted to vomit when I heard his content. And the thing that made me the most livid, y'all, which is why I'm doing this vlog, because you guys absolutely have to go see this for yourself. But I think, and I'm hoping to God, that through my reporting his content, they took his channel away completely. But I think it takes about 24 hours for them to process everything, for them to go against, look through the footage. Rocket Music, ROK, IT, and then music, if his channel is up. Look at the stuff that this sick, depraved, probably mentally ill individual was posting. He wanted our children to commit suicide. He wanted our children to be so depressed that they would feel the need to unlife themselves. It hurts my heart, y'all. It hurts. Bella, the shirt should have been there or upstairs. Can you go get it, please? I am disgusted. And I'm not just calling him out, but he needs to learn a lesson. And Bella, Ezekiel brought it upstairs. Part of it is that he's targeting children, little ones, elementary grade students, because we know as moms and dads, our children are naive. They don't got a fully functioning brain just yet. And they will go on TV and they will literally suck in that information. So the guy that formed Huggy Wuggy is endorsing cannibalism and suicide. Thank you, baby. And this guy who goes by the display name of Rocket Music, you are disgusting. You have to be mentally ill on all kinds of degrees. And I would even take it a step further to say to go get yourself institutionalized, bro. Because whether you are young or old, or you're a senior citizen, I don't care what age you are. It shows that you have some mental health problems. If you are going to target children as young as elementary grade students, shame on you. Get yourself some help. It is sad. For the rest of you who are moms and dads out there, I implore you to go look if his channel is still up, because I reported everything. If his channel is still up, go look at this idiot's content. It will enrage you. It will make you want to vomit. For the life of me, if it is still up, report his channel. This individual needs to be taken off of YouTube altogether. When I submitted my report, it showed that his entire channel was in violation of a lot of guidelines.
We gotta go, mama.
Please do what is right. We need to protect our children. People like that do not belong on YouTube.